How do you navigate through life if you have never read the signs? I don't mean that you necessarily need to know how to read them, but we all have that little gut compass that gives us epiphanies now and then. If you've never subconsciously heard it, how are you real? Since you are here, you probably want to know how to find the signs, follow them, so I will tell you what they might look like. By all means, I'm not a pro, but I have concluded in some things by researching and studying me. And not gonna lie, I consider me a very intuitive person. Number 1, dreams. Always trust your dreams. And I already hear people say, in my dreams, I was being chased by aliens, or I was sitting on the beach. Have you ever thought that this could be your mind telling you that I'm anxious, I need vacation, I need some time to relax? I too have seen many weird dreams. I have seen that I was being chased by a monster in the back rooms and I couldn't run because at that point of my life I was feeling stuck. I have seen dreams where people were wishing me ill and guess what? They were wishing me ill IRL too. I have seen my grandfather walking to heaven the day he left us. Dreams are literally so important because they are energies turned into images. Even if you don't believe that you can see people's intentions or even visions in your dreams, psychology has proven that dreams are driven by emotions. So, even if you had the silliest dream, you need to keep how it made you feel in the end of the day. Because otherwise, you don't pay attention to you. Number 2, visions. Personally, I can say that I have great examples of visions. Except the one with my grandfather, I'm more of a vibes girly. But in general, you can see visions during sleep or even when you are awake. You literally see things before they happen, like a vivid image or your imagination just working by itself. If anyone has had any vivid experiences, I would love to hear about them. Number 3, meditation epiphany. And if I'm honest with you, I didn't know how to name this one. To have this, you need to meditate 5 to 10 minutes. You don't need to try hard, you just need to close your eyes or even stare at your ceiling and try to disconnect from your thoughts during that time. Sometimes you can clearly hear or even see the solution to your problems. Higher entity that came to save the day? Yourself because you already had that solution in you? I really don't know. Number 4, synchronicities. You see repeating numbers on your phone screen, on driver's plates, on a digital site. That's confirmation. I'm not trying to feed your delulu. It's true. When I started journaling, I started noticing those numbers. A very good example of me was when I was watching a video of a tarot reader and she said something along the lines that a great change was coming for me and my confirmation number was 333. I was watching it in metro, so when my train came, I lifted my eyes and I saw the train 303 of line 3. Did I have any changes in my life? Yes, actually I did. I had a huge internal change and I gained my confidence, I found inner peace, and I became more wise. You might find it hard to believe, but what's true can't be hidden. Another good example was me a few days ago. I was thinking that I haven't achieved my goals and I don't know if I ever managed to achieve them. Yes, I too sometimes think like that. And I was scrolling through TikTok. While thinking and scrolling, a reader popped up on my feed, shuffling her deck, and she said, whatever you're thinking about right now, the answer is yes. 5. Repetitive patterns. Personally, I have only experienced the negative side of this one. So for me, repeating patterns happen when I haven't learned my lesson. I will get in the same situation again and again and again until I see the pattern, I find the lesson, and change the factor in me that causes it. A very weird pattern was my friendships. I always found friends that were overshadowing me. But when I learned that I was enough, I learned my worth and gained my confidence, I found people that were looking up to me, and while saying this, my ears start ringing, so divine confirmation. Number 6. Ear ringing. Whenever I do, think, answer something in my mind and my ears start ringing or I start feeling kinda dizzy, I know that I'm 1,000,000% right. Because literally the universe just confirmed it. It's your crown chakra that is open and you can receive messages, signals, and in this situation, they're confirmation. Number 7. Something happens very quickly. There are some things in your life that happen so fast You don't even know how they happened. Those are divinely guided moments. You just broke up, and when you decided to move on, boom, the perfect guy just appeared. You just got fired, and the next day, boom, a phone call from a company that is interested to hire you. These moments are divinely guided. Of course, what is meant for you might take its time, but these are literally great examples of the phrase, what is meant for you will be handed to you no matter what. Universe will take action and remove elements from your life that do not serve you just to give you what is meant for you. Number 8. Feeling energies. Have you ever walked in a room and instantly felt the energy shift? It has happened to me so many times, and it's literally the meaning of this sign. Sometimes it may happen slower. For example, when I started working at my previous job, I was full of energy, it was so fun, but after a while I felt drained. I realized that the people that I was working with were energy vampires, and these energy vampires do not align with me anymore. So instead of helping me to grow and move on, it was holding me back. So that was literally my sign after my contract expiration to go away from there. And this is one of the main reasons why people struggle so much with their work life. Number 9, intuition. I will talk about me because I have heard so many different stories about how people feel it or translate it. Personally, I feel it in my stomach. Somebody calls me to share some great news, and before I answer, I feel a weird feeling in my stomach. Another time, I was thinking about the route that the bus takes in order to get me home, and I got a weird feeling again in my stomach, and about halfway through schedule, it breaks down. That weird emptiness, that weird feeling that I have in my stomach is my intuition guiding me randomly. 10. Animals. Animals are little messengers, and you can change my mind. They know before you that you are pregnant, they know which people have bad intentions and energy, they know what's wrong with your very own body. You have period, they sit on your belly. You don't have pure intentions, they stay away from you. You feel like you can't speak, they lick your neck. They literally take the game to the very next level. And number 11, words. Another great way to receive messages is via books or even songs. With books it's way easier. You just make a question, open a book, and the first word that you see is your answer. Of course, it might not be clear, but that's the answer that you are seeking for. With songs, you can go to ChatGPT, ask yourself the question you want, and then ask ChatGPT to give you a line from a song or even a whole song. And again, that's your answer. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned something new today, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye!